Hey everyone. I know I haven't made any videos in a long time, posted on YouTube or anything, and basically I'm just focusing on music on YouTube, but I feel this is important, you know. I'm kind of like, I used to stay on top of everything that was going on with the United States, like as far as like threats, but I got sidetracked for a couple of years, and so this past year I've been like keeping an eye on everything, and something that's kind of slipped past me is this threat of Islam. And you know, it's a real threat because I've been deployed to 4 wars against Muslims, all because the Muslims called me over to war 4 times, took me away from my home. I didn't realize, you know, that we were letting all these Muslims in. Last I heard, President Trump sent them all away, you know, because they're responsible for 9/11. And not just 9/11, they went in and shot up an old folks' home out in California. And then they went to a nightclub down in Florida and killed a bunch of people down there. So President Trump was like, okay, you guys got to hit the road. And got rid of them. But while Biden was in, they started bringing them all back over here. Plus, we have the Somalians that's been here for 20 years. Come to find out, they haven't done anything in 20 years to better themselves. They've been getting funding from our government taxes, but yet they want to convert us to their way of life and their religion. The way I look at it is the United States of America is this beautiful land, you know, lush, green. There's beautiful farmland everywhere. But now you go to the Middle East and it's deserts. It's deserts everywhere. It's desolate, it's dry, it's nasty, and nothing can grow. And I believe that's because it was cursed by God. And I think I'm pretty sure Christians were blessed with the United States. All the greenery, the lushness, you know, the land of plenty. And why do we want someone from a cursed land to come over here and convert our land into that big garbage dump that's over there? Now, if our government can't get a handle on this, it may come down to where we're going to see killings. We're going to see roadside bombs. We're going to see attacks, and beheadings. And if they get into office, eventually they're going to get up there. Someone's going to get in as the president. And at that point, I'm pretty sure that's when this mark of the beast thing will take place. And if you read in the Bible, it says that if you don't take this mark, you can't buy, sell, or trade, or they'll cut your head off. So what do the Muslims do? Islam, they'll cut your head off. They'll behead you. I thought that was ridiculous. You know, when I heard, okay, one of these days they'll cut your head off and you don't take the mark. Well, these are the people that would do that. That's their MO. That's what they do. That's just it. They love beheading people or gutting them. They will gut you from the belly button to your throat and pull your intestines out and hang you on the cross upside down. And well, what I can say, guys, man, if you got, especially vets. I know vets got weapons, but I got a few too. This is the Judge. It's called the Judge. I call it the Judge, the Jury, and the Prosecutor. Still got the tag. It's brand new. Got it last year. And what this does, shoots 45s and 410 shotgun shells. so you can mix them. You want to keep your weapons polished up, clean them up real good, oil them, keep them prepped, get your ammunition, because vets, if the government can't handle this, and it gets down to where people are dying in the United States, it's going to be up to the veterans to take control of the situation. Our Constitution, Bill of Rights, Bill of Rights, Constitution, and Declaration of Independence gives us the right to form militia for situations like that. But if we form militias, Homeland Security comes to take us out, prosecute us, put us in prison for forming a militia, which is our constitutional right. So we can't form a militia. We just got to be on call, ready. If it comes down to it, then we're just going to have to act on our own as citizen soldiers. And we don't need no training. There's thousands, probably millions of us that's been in the military now. We've already got the best training in the world. So all we got to do is just be on call to do what needs to be done. But if it comes to that, then Congress and our politicians, our government doesn't need to be in there any longer. We need to put like real men and people in that care about this country. You got the Democrats up there arguing and complaining. As Democrats and Republicans do more arguing and complaining. Oh, and I got this beautiful boy. Yeah, it's 22 Magnum. So, and reach out there and touch someone. And this baby. Oh yeah. Boom, bam, man. Bam. Now look at the size of this barrel. And this is my main go-to. Got this bad boy last year too. Got my ammo. So, look, anyone that's threatening the United States of America, or you threaten citizens, or if you think you're going to come in and take control over us, you're going to kill us and force us into your religion, I'm a Christian. You're not. You're not. And we'll show you. Because you know what? About every person in the United States of America owns some sort of weapon or not. We're not like some third world country. You can just roll into somebody's grass hut and cut their legs off and arms off and stab them, stuff like that, behead them. You're going to be met with power. Power. So if you don't like the United States of America, you need to pack your bags, get on the plane, take your butt back over there to that nasty ass desert and set your camp back up over there. And practice all the Muslim stuff you want to practice over there. You got that? Practice your Muslim stuff in your Muslim land. We'll practice what we practice here in our land. We will live the way we want to live, and you're not going to stop us. And if you think you're going to keep getting into these public offices, then the liberals need to have their ass whipped. Kicked in the ass till their nose bleeds. You need to get your heads out of your asses, and you need to wisen up. Because I'm telling you, I will defend my family, but I ain't going to defend you. You're a liberal out there acting stupid. You like dirty politicians, and our politicians are selling out to the Muslim. They shut down our pipeline, and then so that they can sell oil from the Middle East, because they're getting that setback money. How does all these politicians go in with like worth $100,000, end up worth like $20 million once they leave office? Because they're sliding that money into their pocket. They're selling this country out. They are. They're selling this country out piece by piece, little by little, to foreigners. And illegal aliens, illegal immigrants are exactly what we call it, illegal. They didn't go through the proper process to get over here. They don't need to be over here. Yeah, if they want to come over here and work the fields in the summer and in the fall, then let them do a little work permit or something like that, But you don't come over here sucking up our tax dollars. Let me tell you something, man. I was in the service for 20 years, and then I worked an additional 10 years as a military contractor, writing software, system analyst. And I devoted that time to our military. And then a couple years ago, found myself in a bad situation. I needed food money. I went and I tried to get some government help. I was denied. Man. You know what I ate? I ate what the food this church would donate to me, and I ate these FEMA emergency heater meals for about 6 months. Eventually, God helped me out, took care of me, and I'm good to go now. But if the government can't help me when I'm in need, there's no way that I'm going to agree on them helping you when you're in need and you're not even a citizen. And you haven't paid taxes for 30 years. I did. I made $90,000 one year. I paid $20,000 in taxes. And that was to feed you, to clothe you, to put a shelter over your head, you Somalians. And what are you doing? You're out there, you hate Americans. You're just acting stupid. You're robbing us. No more. Not from this man. God, Jesus tells us to love everyone. And man, I try. But some people just don't want to be loved because they have nothing but hate in their heart. Muhammad wasn't trained by an angel. Muhammad was tricked and trained by a demon, because what you believe in, taking lives, that's not godly. Taking people's land, taking people's possessions, that's not godly. Cutting someone's head off, that's not godly. That's plumb demonic. So, I spoke my piece. Remember, judge, jury, prosecutor right here. If it came down to it. I believe in the legal process. I'm not a threat. I'm not threatening anyone. I'm not racist. I am prejudiced, though. There's a difference. Racist is when you act on hate for something. Prejudice is when you flat out just hate something, dislike something. That's a difference. You can call me a butthead, whatever. You're not hurting me. You lay your hands on me, you become a racist. So, y'all need to get that straight. You're using racist too easily. When it's not racist, it's just flat out prejudice. If you're a butthole, you're a butthole. That's it. Alright. See ya. You might start seeing more videos of me speaking my piece.